Hello students, this is Obhijit Shah from SNCS. Today we will discuss about one history topic, the name Harappan civilization. Okay, so what is civilization? That civilization is said to be an advanced stage of human cultural development. So this is one kind of advanced stage human cultural development. Okay, it implies the use of superior technology. So in what way the civilization is occurred? That with the help of superior technology, complex economic relationship, okay, with due to this superior technology and complex economic relationship, one civilization is happened. Some of the traits which mark a civilization are like, first one is evolution of cities, surplus food, division of labor, system of writing, public buildings and development of technology. In a place where these kinds of facilities are situated, we can say the civilization is occurred. The period between 4000 to 3000 BC saw remarkable progress, and man acquired greater knowledge and skill in interesting the forces of nature. He took to agriculture and made more efficient tools and started living a settled life on the banks of river. So the people, they settled in a certain place, basically in the river banks, and so a number of dispersed farming villages evolved first into towns and then into cities. So in a certain process, that villages are evolved into towns, and after some time towns are also evolved into cities. This way progress are happened. The river valleys had the agricultural potential to support a dense population and produce surplus food. So river valleys had a agricultural potential because the lands was very fertile due to the presence of river. That's why the people can able to cultivate surplus food. The surplus food freed some people from the task of producing their own food, and these individuals gradually became specialists and developed a substantial range of new skills such as writing, using metals, and making their alloys, seal making, and large scale construction. So these individuals gradually became specialists. So in this way they gradually became as a specialist and developed a substantial range of new skills. They can able to earn the knowledge about all the things in the sense of writing, using metals. They can able to use the metals, and seal making and large social construction they can able to do. And such knowledge and skills enable people to advance to a new stage in the progress of civilization. So these kinds of improvement are help them to come into the civilization. The Harappan civilization, the discovery of Indus Valley civilization in 20th century was an important event in the history of India. So Indus Valley civilization very important, this because this is the first civilization, and up to this time it was believed that the history of India began with the advent of Aryans. Okay, and however the discovery of the Harappan civilization traced back the origin of the Indian history so as to put it at par with the other oldest civilization of the world, and namely Mesopotamian and Egyptian civilization. So there was some another civilization, that Mesopotamian and Egyptian civilization. The Indus Valley civilization is best known as Harappan civilization or Harappan culture. Why? Because the term the term culture is used by the archaeologist for a group of objects distinctive in style that are usually found together within a specific geographical area and period of time. And in the case of Harappan culture, these distinctive objects are sealed, weight, stone bladed and baked bricks. So they used various kind of things, that seals, weights, stone blades, baked bricks, these things. And it is also called the Harappan civilization. Why? Because the Harappan site was the first to be discovered. Okay, so first Harappan site was discovered. That's what this Indus Valley civilization is also known as Harappan civilization. In the time of 1921, at the modern site of Harappan situated in the province of West Punjab in Pakistan. So now it is situated in Pakistan. Mohenjo-daro was discovered in 1922, and both lie in the Indus Valley region. Sources. So our knowledge of the Harappan civilization is based entirely on the archaeological remains such as building, pottery, sculpture, seal and cemeteries. So we gave lots of information regarding the Harappan civilization with the help of archaeological research. This is so because no adequate written records are available, so we have not any kind of written records. That's what we are based on their things what they used. A number of seals were discovered with a few letters engraved on each, and but the script has not been deciphered as yet, and therefore the major sources of our information about the Harappan civilization are the following. So we get lots of information from these things, that from the Great Bath or from the citadel. So these are the sources, okay, of the information regarding Harappan civilization. The Great Bath is one of the largest public building at Mohenjo-daro. It has a large rectangular tank in a courtyard surrounded by a corridor on all four sides, and there are two flights of steps, one in the north and the other in the south, leading into the tank. And to make the full watertight and burnt bricks, so this Great Bath is made up with the burnt bricks and mortar lined with bitumen and gypsum, and they also use the bitumen and gypsum for the finishing. And the water for the bath was provided by a well in an adjacent room. So in adjacent there was some rooms, and surrounding the bath were porticos and sets of rooms and stairways which led to an upper stairway. Okay, so there was also stairway, and this is a picture of the Great Bath of the Harappan civilization. And some scholars believe that these rooms were provided for the number of some kinds of priesthood, and whereas others think that the rooms were provided for changing clothes. So some archaeologists they told us that these rooms beside this Great Bath, this was useful for the priesthood, and some archaeologists they told that these are for the changing clothes. Okay, and this structure with several distinctive features had led scholars to suggest that it was meant for some kind of a ritual bath. Okay, so ritually these kinds of baths are used, and the Great Bath is an important source of information that throw light on the life of the people and culture of the Harappan civilization. So we get lots of information regarding Great Bath, that the construction of the Great Bath indicates that the art of building had reached a high degree of perfection at that time. So from the Great Bath we can imagine that they was very perfect in the construction. And the massive structure point out that there might have existed a ruling class that could mobilize labor, collect taxes, and building such a huge structure for the public. Okay, and most of the scholars agree that the Great Bath might have been used for religious purpose. So some scholars they told that this Great Bath was used for religious purposes, and this indicates the importance attached a ceremonial bathing to in sacred tanks, pools, and rivers since time immemorial. So they are also believed in goddess. Okay, and the design of the Great Bath portrays the efficient planning in the structural features relating to water supply and sewage disposal. So there was the facility of water supply in the bath, and there was also sewage facilities for disposing the polluted water.